I was terrified of telling true stories because I thought it would limit my creativity.
This was my call.
Must have been a tough one.
The more research I did, the more Tom Hanks kept convincing me the truth of this story is we don't have to dress this up. We don't have to Hollywoodize this. And I took that lead and I literally wrote on my script, just show it. And I wound up having such a rich, creative experience despite the limitations. I found the limitations ultimately kind of liberating. You could deal with emotions, deal with ideas that were more outlier ideas. And if audiences know it's based on truth, they're more accepting. If you fictionalize that, they'd think it was Hollywood hokum. I've always been interested in history. I've always been interested in journalism. And this is why I've really come to enjoy working on documentaries. It's a similar challenge. You finally have to take the footage that you have and say, what is it that this can communicate? And which choices do we want to make? What's great about the challenge for me is you don't have control. The story does kind of have to tell itself to you. You have to discover it within the footage. When Pavarotti came up, I felt like what was great here is that no one knew kind of how operatic Pavarotti's life in fact was. I began to realize that, oh, if we choose performances at particular times of his life where the thematics of the song align with his own operatic journey, we could sort of use the music to almost make an opera about Pavarotti. And so that became a kind of an organizing principle.
The reason he is great is he lived those songs.
There are two things that I really relate to. Family, where people must deal with each other in order to achieve whatever it is they're supposed to achieve. And the other thing are teams who are reaching for a goal. Pavarotti is different, just as in a way Rush was different, because that's not about team engagement, it's that single goal. I have come to realize that as much as I like leading teams, I also recognize what it is to be the architect of your own outcome and have to own up to that responsibility. Anybody who achieves at the level of a Pavarotti relates to that.